that is when actually my journey started. Because I took control of my life. I realized I am responsible to make something of this life. I am well educated, I am able human being, I have great supporting family, I have everything going for me, and what am I doing? Just living day to day, enjoying life. That's not what it is all about. It's about doing something meaningful. And that's when I stopped going to my business, which was a very small, very nice business, doing decently well, and attended educational, because I need to come up to some level, right, if I have to apply for jobs in IT, and then started applying. When I started applying, I got the first job, which was about the salary which I used to pay to my receptionist at that time. So I realized that nothing wrong in that. That is the salary they could give. I respect every job. But I felt that I should start little better, at little different level. So I continued applying. I respectfully denied that. Continued applying. I got a job of a project manager. I used to go to job fairs so that somebody will give me job. Somebody will consider. 13 years ka gap, who will consider you? Who will consider you? 13 years gap. So, but I was persistent. One day I got lucky and I got a job as a project manager. They used to pay me some 40,000 rupees as project manager. And my father-in-law was so proud that I was getting that kind of money, that anybody who would come at our home for lunch and all, and I would be serving, he would introduce them. She is my daughter-in-law, she is working, and she earns 40,000. He was so proud. And then I was very happy that I got a job. But 3-4 months after that, after getting the job, that company decided to merge, and I lost my job. Again, I got lucky that within almost immediately I got another job. Another job was like a lottery, okay? Because they sent me to US. As soon as I joined, they asked me for my passport. Immediately I got a visa and I went to US. It was unbelievable experience for me, and the thought that, okay, I'm going to US. You can imagine, first time going to US. I was in US for 1 month, enjoyed life, visited so many states, all of that, you know, Niagara Falls, I saw Niagara Falls. That's the first thing that people do when they go to US. And when I came back and went to office, very happy next day morning, the door was closed and they told me the company is closed. Okay. No, it wasn't body shopping, it was the .com bubble bust. That was the time. So this company was very good company. They had their product and all that, but they closed. Can you imagine the feeling? And then everybody told, and then I started looking for a job. That was time no jobs were available. Everybody used to tell me, go back to your business, anyway the business is there. Why? I said, no, I don't want to look back. I know where I'm headed. I have to work hard for it, but I will continue. I'll continue trying. As to go from offices to offices in the Jubilee Hills, Banjara Hills area, nobody wanted to even look at my profile. At that point of time, and it took almost 5 months. After 5 months of this door-to-door job hunting, I finally got a job in Virtus. That time it was called E-Runway. Sanjeev Chatta, Rakesh, and Saket, and of course Madhu. This is the team which was there, Akila. So please clap for him. He found some spark in me, he interviewed me, and he accepted me in his team in the quality. I joined as a test lead. He took me as a test lead when I didn't know what is a test case. Okay. In the upgrade, there used to be a big room in the center of the office with the glass panels, and I used to look at that every day and wonder, when will I go into this room? I want to attend a meeting in this room. You can imagine this, everything small was a big dream. And, you know, Madhu never judged me, was very patient with me. And he never made me feel any lower than anybody else, though I knew that he had expertise and he had amazing people working with him. He never made me realize that I'm stupid. Which I'm sure I was at that point of time. I didn't know anything. You know, right from this room I want to work in, to when will I get the PM cubicle, everything was like going on in my brain. I always was looking forward. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to have this. And how do I get that? And I'll tell you, if cubicle, I wanted the PM cubicle. I was not eligible for it. How will I get it? But then I wanted to get promoted so that I can get it. And then when I became a QA, that time, if anybody is going to US, I would tell them, "Tumhara cabin khali hoga na, to mujhe denge kya?" I wanted a laptop. Laptop was such a big deal, and laptop I was not eligible for it. Then said, "Kaise milega laptop?" So then I went to Srinath, who was in quality. We were in testing, he was in quality. I told him that I can do some research for you. You want to do this, no? So I will do it for you. So he said, "Okay, good." So he gave me work. Then I gradually told him, "But to do that work, I need laptop now." So then Srinath, from some jugaad, gave me the laptop. I'm telling you these small things which really mattered to me at that point of time, and how I had to work for it, and nothing was given on a platter. But I got it because I was persistent. And I tried to figure out how it happens. So you understand the context, you understand how things are happening in this organization and how can you get it. Then I wanted to prove that I'm also somebody. Once I figured out, everybody has experience in testing, I don't have experience in testing. So how do I prove myself? So I said, if I do certifications, people will have to accept that, yeah, she is certified. So I did certifications, thanks to Madhu to again guide me. But I was doing all QA certification because in my brain I was a QA person. Madhu told me one day that you have to do PMP. Oh, PMP? What will I do with PMP? Why should I do PMP? I said, no, you should become a PMP because then when you become PMP, that's when all the other people will also respect you. They'll be able, you will be able to have a different level of conversation. So I slugged and did PMP. Always very, very grateful to every step you showed me. Madhu never stopped me from doing anything, always encouraged. I'll tell you simple things like, then I realized, okay, certification ho gaya, now I want to speak. Because I always wanted to do more. So I wanted to establish myself as the leader in the industry. How do you become leader in the industry? I realized you speak, no? People, if you become speaker in events, then people consider you as an expert. But who will call me for speaking? So I said, I invite them for speaking, they'll reciprocate. So if we had some events in Artusa, I would invite them. If I invite them once, twice, then I become active in that circle, and then they also will invite me. So I'll also go speak. Okay, so it's you to understand how the system works and make it work to get what you want to do. But you have to be clear about what you want to do. Okay. And I'm telling you things which nobody will tell you, believe me. Nobody will talk like this. There was a time when I used to go attend conferences. I used to like to go to all good places. I told you, like conferences, come to places like this and attend conferences. Good people speak, they speak so well, and it's so interesting to listen to the speakers. So any conference anywhere happening, I would tell Madhu, nominate me now, I will go. I'll take care of work, but nominate. So Madhu would nominate me and I would attend. First I used to sit at the back, right? You attend, and then you say, "Dheere dheere ki mujhe bhi in this kind of conferences I should be invited as speaker." Then I started going from backbencher in the conference to little bit ahead, little bit. I'm telling you exactly how it happened, okay? And then I used to feel, who are these people who sit in front in the sofa? I also want to be with them. Okay, so then I realized, oh, they're the volunteers, they're this. So, okay, then I need to volunteer for such events. Okay, I started doing that. Then I said, I just don't want to go and speak and come back. I want to be the president who is there on stage sitting. So, one step at a time, this is how the journey evolved. And what you see today is just the ability to stretch your imagination and raise your hand. And tell people, I want this. Can you please help me? And figure out who are the right people you need to talk to. Don't go random. Right? So, yeah, that is the journey which I would like to share with you. And I think if I could do it, everybody in this room can do it. Because the common denominator is money. Okay, so I wish you very happy Women's Day.
Talk about your girls also. You raised your girls as well, in spite of all.
Okay, I have two daughters. The way I call it is that I have two flat-nosed daughters. Yeah, so I got two daughters. Obviously in this journey, it was not always very easy to leave them at home and come, but come to office. When I started the Virtusa job, I used to have very pristine views, like I will work few hours, I'll go home at 5. Okay, then I realized if I want to be somebody in IT industry, there's nothing called as 5 o'clock. Do you realize that? There's nothing called as 5 o'clock in our industry that okay, do a 9 to 5 job and you're done. It's always do whatever it takes to give the best delivery to the client and exceed the client expectations. So, if my daughters are at home, obviously it's important that I have good support system. And I invested in building support system. I even now stay in joint family with 3-4 generations stay together. It helped me to manage the children bringing. Like I never was having guilt in my mind because I always had them very safe and happy with their grandparents. Even if we hire maids, etc., it's always good to have people around us, family. So I see a joint family as a big advantage. As far as possible, please keep your family together. They can be your big support. Periodically, I told the girls, I used to ask them that, do you want me to work or you feel I should leave my job and take more care of you and spend more time with you? And they always told me, please go to office. I want to tell the women who think that I want to be with my children all the time, I want to be there. Please do a fact check. Is it really needed? Second, give less importance to yourself. Don't assume that you are that super duper woman who has to be there with you. If you're not there, something is going to happen to the children and they're going to miss you. Nothing like that is going to happen. They are going to grow up smarter and more independent. So now my daughters are one did undergrad from Ivy League College in US and did their IIM after that. And now she's working as strategy consultant. And the other one is working as product manager. And both are very independent and smart girls. What I take pride in their upbringing is that I have given them wisdom to manage their finances. Okay, because I feel that there is one thing if I could do better in my life is to manage finances better. I've been very lucky that my husband managed it well, so I don't have to worry. But I see so many women who face challenges because they let their finances be managed by someone else, and The landscape changes, life is very unpredictable, takes multiple turns, and then they realize, oh, where am I today? Why I didn't do it? So, why I didn't keep control of my finances. So, I feel it's extremely important for young ladies to have that understanding that where is your money? Where is it invested? What is happening with it? Learn it from the day one. And if you have not started it yet, please do it from today. Start with 500 rupees. What I feel good is that if you start early, even the mistakes you make are smaller. If you learn at my level, the mistakes I make are so big that I wonder, since I did not do it before, now if I make a mistake, a big chunk is gone, and I pay a heavy price for learning late. So please manage your money yourself, even if it takes extra time from you, even if it is something not that you don't want to do. Believe me, 20 years, 30 years from now, you will thank me. Because if there's only one thing which I could have done different in my life, is to learn to manage my money earlier than now. Today I make mistakes and pay heavy price for it. But still I'm trying. And it's never too late, so let me try it. But I wish I started early. So what I like about my daughters is that they saved. They saved money, and Madhu, last month they bought a land in their name. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud mother, because many times I meet young girls in my office, and when I ask them, do you save? Do you know investments, etc.? They say, no, somebody else is doing it for me. And some of them give me answers saying, we have just now started earning, so it's like, I want to enjoy life right now. I want to buy those expensive phones, expensive shoes, expensive dresses. I want to enjoy. Saving I'll do later when I earn more.